Rockstar here. So I was, this morning, I was waiting on the Goodwill to open. The pawn shop happened to be open, so I figured I'd go in and check out some guitars. And instead of buying a guitar, I was enlightened to some fundamental issues with our communication, negotiation skills here in America, because we don't have them, even if we're salespeople. Now, being a junk salesman, part-time, Rockstar full-time. Well, not even part-time. Legend in my own mind, but I'm still a legend. Anyway, so I spent probably an hour and a half. There was an amp I could afford, possibly, and two guitars I could afford. I kept hooking the guitars up and playing different songs on different segments. I put a lot of effort in deciding that I would make that my practice amp and my practice guitar. With the knowledge I learned from Dave Yates. So then, I walked up and I said, I'd like to purchase that amp and that one guitar. I said, so let's hammer out the particulars. Now, hammering out the particulars should have been real easy, because in my mind, we had several options. I said, look here, bro, I got $70 on me, and I have to get to Nashville today. That's about a $20 tank of gas and, you know, maybe a hamburger. So I said, I've also got another guitar with me that I'm willing to pawn to pay the difference if y'all work with me on y'all's end. Now, what that meant, I was willing to do what it took, everything I had to throw in there. But you got to get me to Nashville and cover the cost of guitar and amp plus tax, which wasn't going to be hard to do. The amp would not, the volume or something was broke on it. You could barely hear it, but even unfixed, it would have made a good practice amp. That being said, I informed the salesman, beginning the negotiations, discussing the hammering out of the particulars. I let him know what I had and what I needed to get out of it. And on his end, I said, what you need to do. And I went ahead and told the salesman what to do. You know, I learned from Billy Stewart, Dowkey James. I learned from the best too. Anyhow, so I said, you need to knock a little off that amp because it's broke. I mean, it was already low, it was like $50. Decent price, I mean. And he says, well, let me look at it. He walks over and he says, oh, this one says as is. We can't knock no more off of it. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you got an amplifier. I know. You didn't give them over $40 for it. That's what you give for everything. And then you mark it up $239, whatever. The guitar that I wanted to go with it was a cheap Stratocaster knockoff that had a fret buzz and probably the neck warp a little bit and short in it. That being said, you could knock money off that. Or you could have said, look here, I can't knock money off these, but what I can do is not charge you sales tax. There's option 3. You see what I'm saying? Could have knocked money off the amp, could have knocked money off the guitar, could have knocked off the sales tax and still made the sale. Or he could have said, man, I hate this, but you gotta get to Nashville, you want that. I'm gonna give you, you know, my guitar probably would have pawned at 40, 50, 60. So you give me on the high end 60. That puts 20 in my pocket, maybe 25, and it covers it. You see what I'm saying? You let $11 fucking blow your sale. I wouldn't have had to call nobody. I'd have made the sale. You know what I mean? But it pointed out, instead of leaving with a guitar and amp, I left with an understanding of the fundamental dysfunction in our society. We can't communicate, negotiate. We can't hammer out the particulars between two people. Husband and wife can't hammer out the particulars because of pride. Salesmen can't hammer out the particulars because of unskilled, untrained labor. Let me tell you what, you're gonna sell stuff. You're gonna be a salesman. You know what you better learn how to do? Hammer out the particulars. Love y'all. I'm gonna go on to Goodwill. Going to Nashville tonight. Hope to see y'all there.